This is just a quick update to some new features in Qonda Reports. The first new feature that we'll talk about is the pivot. So we can access the pivot from the Tools menu. It will default to a select statement, which is select star from portal items. So it's very similar to the other query tools. Once the query is executed, you'll get a bunch of fields down here, so we can do things like add our rows to the pivot, so we get the environment IDs there. We can come in here and filter these out, so if we don't want to see the negative ones, we can just apply those. So we'll get a count of the items there. We can break this up by type as well if we want, so we can then obviously have the count of items per environment per type, and if we just want to focus on a particular environment, we can do that and apply that filter to the results. If we wanted to, we can add a where clause to the query. So this will save us having to filter by environment ID. So we can just put where environment ID equals 3. So we'll just focus on that environment. So we can see there's 3,000 items there. If we wanted to, we can just put the item type in there, and we'll get the count. If we change the aggregate type to something like sum, we then get another drop down where we can pick something like size. So if we pick size, we will get the sum of the size of each of these item types. So we can see, for feature services, we have 30 gigabytes worth of services. We can change the view from a normal table to a heat map, and then when it changes to the heat map, it just helps us identify those really large records. If we wanted to, we can change that to be a column, and then we can change our rows to be based on owner. So now we've pivoted the data so we can see which users have the most feature service storage, or in fact storage for any item type. Again, if we wanted to just filter on a specific type, we can just come to the field that we want to filter on. We can say select none, and then just say feature service and apply that, and then we'll get that filter, and now we're looking at feature service size, the sum of feature service of all of the feature services for the users. The next update is in the admin section. So if we go to the system configuration, the system configuration is now a little bit more well documented. So there are descriptions for each of the configuration items. It also enforces the correct type, so you can't put in non-numeric text into, for instance, the port numbers. There are checkboxes for true false values and things like that, so just a little bit easier to apply your settings now. The next changes are in the manager section. So the manager is a recent addition. This is being fleshed out over time, migrating some of the functionality from another unreleased application into Qonda Reports. So the application lets you view your portal items, similar to the ArcGIS Online Assistant. We can come in here and have a look at the description. We can come in here and look at the look at the data as well as update that if we want to. So we can change the text and update that if we want to. There are some tools in here which are portal item specific. So in this case, because we have a web map selected, there is a helper here which has list all URLs, and that will basically list out all of our service URLs in the web map. But that was in the previous release. The new things that we have added are the ability to do a find and replace. So if, for instance, we wanted to find the word forest, we can do a find, and that will come back and list out any text in the JSON configuration that has the word forest in it. So we are going to want to update this layer ID from forests to layer forests. So we can run a replace, and it will basically say, okay, well, just confirm that we want to run a replace, and we'll say yes to that. Now if we go back to the edit data, you'll see this has been updated. Okay, so the next tool is the ability to remove item IDs from web maps. This is a common issue with web maps. Some of the application frameworks will prefer an item ID over the URL. So if, for instance, we took a web map from our test environment and put it into our prod environment, the item IDs would obviously no longer match, so it gets a little bit confused. So sometimes you want to remove these, but obviously we don't want to go through and remove them manually. So there's a tool in here. We can just come in here and say remove item ID from web map data. It'll do a count of the item IDs and say, are we sure? And we can say yes. And if we go back to our item data now, you can see that all of the item IDs have been removed, which is great. Okay, so talking about migrating items between environments. So for instance, if this web map had come from a different server and we wanted to do an update, we could come in here and say, okay, well, find all of our URLs where we've got bso.qonda.app. We can do a find, and obviously it'll come back and give us all of those results. And then maybe we wanted to remap that to, you know, Qonda.net or something. So we can do a replace that will run the replace, and if we go back to our item data now, we can see that the URLs have been updated. So that's great, except we've now broken this web map. So what we've introduced in the newest version of Qonda Reports is the ability to restore from backup. Because Qonda Reports takes a snapshot of your items every night, we can essentially roll back to one of those backups. So we can see here we've got bso.qonda.net. We can come in here and just go restore from backup. We can choose at what point we want to back it up to. So we can go from the current backup, which is last night, or we can choose an arbitrary one. So let's take previous Monday for just as an example. We can say load. That will now load or reload the JSON into the editor. It hasn't saved it yet, so we can see here that it's restored bso.qonda.app. It's restored our ID, and it's restored our item ID. So at this stage it's not saved, so if we hit reload, it'll basically pick up the version that's in the portal. But we can go restore from backup, choose a backup, so we'll just go from Friday, load that, and we can save that. So once that's saved, that'll be persisted to the portal, and if we go reload, that will obviously be persisted now. But then we can obviously go back and redo that remove item ID, and go back to our item data, and it's there. So yeah, like I said, the manager tool is fairly new. Some people like it, some people don't. We were going to have an additional product that we were developing that just did this, but instead of doing that, we're just putting it into Qonda Reports. Yeah, so that's it. So looking forward to some new functionality in the future.